In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the following drum and bass womp basses. Here's the first one. Here's the second one. And here's the third one, which is more of a wild card. Let's recreate them one by one. So here's the first bass we're going to make. So I'm going to start with oscillator A, and I'm going to go for a sine wave, and I'm going to put it at -2 octaves. Turn the rand off and turn the level off. Then I'm going to go to oscillator B, and I'm going to go for this BS2 acid. And I'm going to put this on +1. Turn the rand off, turn the level off. Now I'm going to come to this LFO, put envelope on, put the rate to half, and then I'm going to create this really interesting shape. So something like this, drag this down to like here, and then drag this down to like here, put a little shape like this, and then we'll just stop the tail like here. And then I'm going to apply this LFO to the oscillator A and oscillator B. To get something that sounds like this. Now I'm going to apply the noise, and I'm going to go for alpha noise, and then I'm going to put the level on about 30%-ish. I'm going to turn this filter on, change it to MG low 18, and change it to go through B. So we want it to go through oscillator B, which is where the main noise is coming from, because oscillator A is just a sub. And then I should get this. Now I'm going to come to the cutoff to shape the sound and apply some different figures. So firstly, I'm going to go for, I can double click like this, type in 48, and I'm going to apply the LFO to this as well, at about 22%. And now watch what happens when I press play. This is moving, so when it wubs, the cutoff moves with it, so we shape a sound through that. Let's shape it more by putting some res on, create a little bell shape, and then let's power it through with some drive. There we go. So now we get this sound. But that doesn't really sound like anything at the moment, so let's put some effects on it. So I'm going to start with a distortion, and I'm going to put it on diode 1 here. And then I'm going to put the drive all the way down, but apply the LFO to it. So the distortion moves with the shape as well. But that sounds a little bit too heavy, so I'm going to come here and turn this pre on. I'm going to change this slope here. So this is like an EQ of where I want the distortion to hit. So I'm going to put this on like 26%, like here. And then I'm going to change this frequency here to 403. And then I'm going to change the Q to 3.4. So now it's hitting the distortion in this area. Then we start to get this really cool sound coming through. Now I'm going to come to the filter, and I'm going to leave it on MG low 6, turn the cutoff down and apply LFO 1 to it. And then I'm just going to drop this off a bit to get rid of some of the high frequencies. You can see there the range. So I'm going to go for quite a low range, around about here, 75%-ish. So now anything above 3000 Hertz is not coming through. And then I've added a compressor, put this on multiband, change this to -16.3, change the gain to 14.8, change the below to 0.75, change these highs to 4.7, change these lows to 6.8, and then finally I've increased these three as well, the highs, the mids, and the lows. The highs I've gone for 142, the mids I've gone for 156, and the lows I've gone for 129-ish. I've also reduced this to like 0.8 around here, so now we get this. Oh, and I also adjusted the envelope slightly to what I had on the original. So now we get this sound. So on its own, this one sounds like this. So then I added some more layers. So what I did was duplicate the patch, put it on a new channel. The melody is layered, so it's the same melody. And then I just fiddled around and changed some of the parameters, as you can see here. Added this like convolve on the bottom as well. And then it got this weird sound. Basically just trying to add some texture to the sound and some width. Put it on a new channel, put some extra reverb on it, a little bit of EQ so there's no clashing with the low end. And then I did that for that one, so now these two sound like this. And then I just got another patch I've been working on and layered that underneath as well. So this one sounds like this. And when all three of these are turned on, it sounds like this. And that just makes it sound more full, adds more movement to the bass. So let me play it in context now. So this is the bass without any layering. And then with the layers. It just makes it sound more full, adds more movement. So experiment with layering as well. Get the core of the sound down and then experiment with putting little textures over the top. And make sure to cut out the low end when necessary so you don't get any weird phasing issues in the low end. If you enjoy my teaching style and want to get better at music production, why not check out my Music Production Academy? There's a link down below for more information on that. So here's the second bass melody and here's what it sounds like. So I'm going to start on oscillator A and I'm going to pick basic shapes. I'm going to put the octave down -2 and I'm going to leave it as a sine wave. I'm going to turn the rand to 0 and I'm going to turn the level to 0. So this is going to form like the low end part of our bass. Now I'm going to go onto oscillator B and then I'm going to go basic shape as well. But this time I'm going to put the semi up to +7 and this is going to form like mid to high end of the bass and give it that cool tones. And I like to use +7 as that sounds good. Another good one to use is +4. That can sound good as well. Now let's turn the rand off again, but this time I'm not going to go with a sine wave, I'm going to go with a triangle wave instead. I'm going to turn the level off again, and now we're going to put LFO1 into both these levels. So let's start by putting this on envelope mode so it plays once, and then I'm going to shape this like this, drag this down like this, and then I'm going to drag this up like this. So now we've created this cool shape. Pop the LFO on oscillator A, pop it on oscillator B, and then I'm going to turn on the noise and go for an air can noise. Turn the level right down, and then I'm going to pop this on the level here of the noise at about 30-ish%. Now we should have this sound. Let's now come to the filter, and I'm going to go MG-Low 12, and I'm going to set these. So let's set this to 70. I just double clicked on it to change it. Double click to go to 60. Double click this to go to 21. Double click this to go to 11. And now you can see we've created this little bell shape here, which is going to help shape the sound. And I'm going to drag the LFO onto the cutoff so that when this plays, this will move up the frequencies and create that cool shape. But I'm only going to do it on 23%, otherwise it can be a bit too harsh. So let's listen now. And now we need some effects to bring out the sound. So I'm going to put some distortion on. I'm going to leave it on tube and I'm going to put this on 93%. Now listen here. Let's turn it up a bit. And then I'm going to put an EQ on as well. I'm going to put this on 1654. And then I'm going to put the gain up as well on 3.6. And then that just creates some more energy in the mids to highs. And then we get that bass sound. Or lower down. Or if you want it on +4 instead. Or +1 on here. +7. And you can experiment with different shapes as well. So for example, wave to position 4. 5, 6, 7, and different bell shapes as well if you don't want it as much. And you get the idea. So now let's recreate the third bass, which is a bit of a wild card of a womp. It's a bit more aggressive in your face. Let's listen. So there's the melody if you want to copy it. And now let's start with oscillator A and B again. So oscillator A, I'm going to go with basic shapes, and I'm going to put this down -2. I'm going to change the wavetable all the way around to this weird looking shape, and then I'm going to turn the round off again. I'm actually going to leave the level up for this one, and I'm going to put it at 82% here. I'm going to then turn on oscillator B, and I'm going to put this on basic shapes, and I'm going to put it on +1 and +7. I'm then going to change this to the same shape, so this weird shape on number 7. I'm going to turn the round off, and I'm going to turn the level off. I'm then going to shape LFO and apply it to level on oscillator B. So for this one, I'm going to go for a really steep one. Envelope again, so it only plays once. Here. Down here, like this. And then I'm going to go up like this. Something like that. This looks pretty cool. I'm going to put this on the level at 91%. And now let's turn on the noise. And I'm going to put this on the level of the noise at 16%. So far we have this sound. So we've got this low end mixed with this high end. Now you're welcome to put an LFO on here like this if you want them to match. I just thought it sounded cool like this. So now let's add some effects. I'm going to go distortion, tube, and then I'm going to put this on 83%. So now we get this. And then if you want, you can experiment with phase, and you can put this on the LFO. I put it on like 90-ish%, and then I turn the depth off, turn the depth 2 down a bit. I turn this off as well, turn the feedback right down, and it gets that. And then you can also experiment with some chorus. So I've gone and just set this at around about like 20-ish%. So something like this. And then you get the sound. And if we turn it up, there you go. Of course, you can experiment with this sound again, so +4. And you can, of course, experiment with this. Like that, I've already got a new sound. Different wavetables. And you can apply a filter as well if you want with different shapes. Just got to get experimental. And that's the 3 basses complete. If you want lots more presets and samples like this, make sure to check out my Jump Up Drum and Bass sample pack. Link down below for more information on that. And if you enjoyed this video, why not watch this video here where I make 3 more Womp basses in Serum, so you can get even better at crafting these exquisite basses.